Welcome to Sun Sleeper Conversions. In this video you'll see how to assemble the kitchen unit shown in the picture behind me.
So now I'm going to show you an assembly of our high-spec kitchen unit, which is available for the Volkswagen Transporter T5 and the Ford Transit Custom. As opposed to the standard unit that we offer, the high-spec unit has a larger rear wardrobe section which extends further to the rear of the vehicle. It has a corner roller door and it has a few more access doors. So now we're going to start with the assembly of the fridge section, and we're going to work all the way back to the rear wardrobe section. So we're going to assemble all the units with these quick fit specialised fittings. Every panel that has one of these fittings in has got a corresponding panel with pre-drilled holes in. On the rear panels, on both the fridge section and the first main cupboard section, you want to make sure that these lugs are facing the back of the vehicle so you get a better fixing into the steels of the vehicle. So now we've got the fridge section done, we're going to move on to the mid section with the large access door. Remember, with this panel that goes at the rear here, you want to make sure that these lugs are facing backwards towards the wall of the vehicle so you get a better fixing into the steels. So now we're going to fit the door onto the carcass. On the hinges, the screws are already assembled in there, and there's corresponding holes drilled in the cabinet to save you having to measure and drill yourself. So now I'm going to fit the catch receiver for this catch, and I'll do a close-up of it now. So now we're moving on to the final section of the lower tier. We've got this section here. Firstly, we need to attach the door to the main unit. Again, like on the previous door, the hinge has already got screws in, and there's corresponding holes in this panel. So now we're going to continue with assembly with the quick fit fittings. Okay, so now we're going to fit the receiver catch for this door here. Again, using the 4x15mm screws to make sure we're not going to go through the thickness of the timber. So I'm going to place that in situ. I'm going to close the door and position it until it is level. Now it's level, I can open the door back up, hold the clip in place, and screw it in. So now that's the lower section complete, we're going to drop this down out of the way, and we're going to start on the assembly of the rear wardrobe section, like this. Okay, so now we're going to assemble the rear wardrobe section, again, similar way to how we've assembled the rest of the unit, using this speed fit fittings. On this top section here, you want to make sure that the lugs are facing upwards. So now I'm just going to fit the rear door panel. So now we're going to fit the catch receivers to both this door and that door. Again, we're going to be fitting them in a similar way to as been shown earlier in this video. So now we're going to fit this panel, which is the door retainer, to prevent the door over closing. We're using the 4x25mm screws for this. Okay, so now we're going to assemble and fit the track and spirals for the tambour door. Take note that you've got a couple of different length tracks. Obviously the shortest piece will go here. So. We're going to use the 3x13mm screws for this bit. So now we're going to assemble the spiral to the rest of the track. You need to take into consideration that this gap here needs to be lined up with the gap in the track centrally so that the roller door will run nicely and freely. So now we're just going to repeat the same process as we have at the top for the bottom track. So now we're just going to assemble the roller door into the track. So now we're going to assemble the main wardrobe section to the lower section. So now we're going to use these plastic corner blocks to fit around the cabinet here so that we can fit the worktop down to it. I'd say you need about 10 spread out equally around here to get a nice strong fitting. You want to make sure the top of the plastic block is level with the timber. So now we're going to use a couple more of these corner blocks to fit underneath the worktop, so we can pull the worktop into this face and make sure we haven't got any gaps down here. Again, we're using the 4x15mm screws to make sure that we don't go through the timber.
Thank you for watching our video. Feel free to get in contact if you've got any questions, or take a look around our website, sunsleeper.co.uk. Please also subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can see lots of content that we're regularly updating.